Raise your hand if you've never been here before. Okay, that is fantastic. I hope you make a discovery. This is a place that believes in the agency of the single voice and the collective power of many voices of poets gathered together across time and diverse cultures to help us understand our human experience and the world. And here's the message: this place is for you. This is a 70,000 volume poetry library. 80,000 people cross our threshold annually. Millions more find us online or through our regional programs. 10,000 kids come through on free class trips. If you can help us, help us. It's important to have spaces like this that nurture pluralistic, democratic conversation, particularly in these times. We have a great little exhibit upstairs in our exhibition space. I hope you'll stay with us through the conversation. That's one of the great things about Poets House, is the conversation that we all participate in during programs. But afterwards, there's always wine and cheese and a different kind of conversation with the wine. There's a great exhibition up there that charts really the course of our 30 years through programming. And one of my favorite things that's in that little show is a typescript from Stanley Kunitz, who died when he was 101. I mean, he lived to be older than any poet in history that we know of besides Michelangelo. But he was there in poetry all the way to the end. And this is something he wrote for a teachers' conference. I'm just going to read one line, but I think it's beautiful and it speaks to what we're doing today. Any course of instruction that separates knowledge from feeling or reason from imagination serves only to exacerbate the most egregious ills of the modern psyche. So I hope you'll take a look at the show and look at this piece up there. This program is a special gift from the June Jordan Estate, and it's the start, we hope, of an annual gathering of poets, teachers, and librarians and seekers of all kinds gathering together to talk about writing and teaching in a time of crisis. We hope the crisis will be better this time next year. Let's see. Writing and teaching in a time of crisis, the lessons of June Jordan. I want to thank all of the presenters, but especially Jan Heller-Levy, who has helped us to conceive, curate, and support this panel through the June Jordan Literary Estate. Jan is a poet, educator, activist. Her most recent book of poetry is Orphans from Alice James Books, and along with Christoph Keller, he needs a round of applause too. Christoph Keller, she edited the important new June Jordan Reader recently released from Alice James. And Jan is a time traveler, remarkable for nurturing the voices of young poets who speak to us now and carrying us into the future, even as she carries so many of our elders on her own shoulders. I have learned from Jan that it is we in this room, poets who are working now, who have been given so much, who must tend to each other and to the care for the voices of our teachers. Jan is also the editor of the Müller-Rukeyser Reader, and she partnered with Janet Kaufman and Anne Herzog on the collected poems of Müller-Rukeyser. Poet, teacher, giver, special person, and friend to Poets House, Jan Heller-Levy.